Hello again, it's me. So today I wanted to talk about resistance training. Why, why as a martial artist, I think resistance training is just like a great supplementary training method aside from your standard techniques, or something that if you have like fitness training as well as martial arts training, that you absolutely really want to have in there. So obviously with martial arts, technique is always like your primary thing. You always kind of want to have good technique first. However, you're not always going to have good technique no matter how good you are. You're going to screw up from time to time. You're never going to be perfect. And based on like the skill of the opponent as well, that can also factor in. So having a really strong foundation of like your physical body being in good condition really is beneficial to fall back on when things don't go right. So, for example, I've been doing it for a long time, but I'm still not perfect. I make mistakes from time to time, and having that physical strength as a backdrop, backfall, or fallback, is really, really useful. It really helps a lot. So, and resistance training is like one of the optimal, like one of the best methods of improving the overall strength and condition of your body, because it provides a really great stimulus. So it's hard to get that kind of muscle stimulus from other sources. Resistance training just stimulates the muscle in the optimal way when you do it properly, and just provides optimal strength and increase over time. So I absolutely think that it's an essential part of physical training, and anyone who's serious about their martial arts will do some kind of fitness training alongside their actual skill practice, because I feel like you've got two bars, two scales, one's your martial arts skill, that goes up, another one's your physical fitness level, and that goes up, and I think they both sort of average out. So your overall ability as a martial artist is kind of the average of the two bars. So if you've got really high skill but really low fitness, it kind of brings it down to more in the middle. And whereas if you've got really high fitness but low skill, it kind of the same thing happens. But if you're good at both, it really adds up. So I just think that's really optimal. Resistance training, I think everyone should do it to some capacity for overall well-being of your body. Really, it needs that kind of physical stimulation, physical activity, as well as aerobic cardiovascular activity. But your muscles and body really benefit from it, especially if your occupation is not very physical, not very manual or intensive at all. You need to stimulate your body in some way like that. So I think that's why resistance training is really good. If you have no idea about how to do it, don't be afraid to just do some research, or hire a PT for a bit, and they'll build you a plan and explain how things work for you. So there's plenty of, it's easy to kind of get into. It's just because it's a sacrifice. You've got time and money and energy you got to put into it, but it's worth what you get out of it. But it's a slow process, all sorts of any sort of training. It's a slow process. So you got to just stick with it and have faith that eventually, when you look back over a certain time frame, you'll actually notice an improvement. So yeah, that's just a bit about resistance training. Let me know how you feel about that, and I'll see you in the next video.